Jan here for the morning stream. I was going to do more with Keep the Keep. I realized yesterday or the day before that my measurements were almost completely off. So, forget everything you see in this build. The I basically have to start from scratch. So, I mean, I could probably leave this up and find another spot, but I like that spot. Um, Either way, potion of luck. Water breathing, healing, healing. All right. See, the actual dimensions, the outer wall has to be 66 by 66 for some of the redstone stuff I was going to do. And so that that's the outer wall, but the actual internal stuff for some of the redstone stuff that I showed off have to also be at least 30, 30 by 30. So that said, I've got to basically kind of redo what I just did. Is that a zombie with a sword? Oh my god, it's a zombie with a sword. Get out of here, zombie. I've got work to do. I'm constructing and destructing like a ninja foo. And not only that, um, the house itself has to go down almost 30 blocks itself. So this is what I get for not laying out the proper format in the get-go. But, you know, trial and error. And I'm good at trialing and or erroring. Some could even say that's my speciality. Because if at first you don't succeed, blow it up real good. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's our American foreign policy. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. No, but I mean, you just gotta redo it. And it's not like I really did a whole lot to begin with. Because, I mean, look, I'm almost done here. Alright, so I know based on the measurements from... Well, sucks to be that skeleton. So I know based on my... Let's see... I need one. Alright, so... The door is 13 blocks wide. Wall to keep. 6 spaces. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's good. I at least got the proportions from the well. But that said, let's see. Needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Why am I not floating? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so it needs to go out at least that far. And it needed to be 30 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. So as we can see, um, it's a much, much bigger keep than intended. Well, I mean, it's not as intended. It's the right size. I just gotta fill it in. The part that's going to be tricky is the redstone. The redstone doors, I remember, required quite a bit of work, so I'm probably going to have to consult a video for that because while I love working with redstone, I'm not necessarily the best redstone. Okay, so from the keep, it needed to be. I apologize, I'm losing my voice already. Sorry. Sorry. When you speak for a living, you know, you kind of have to use your voice, and unfortunately, it tends to eventually run out, and then you're just like, well, great. That's exactly what I needed to happen. Um, no, I need W. There we go. Hmm. Skeleton spawned inside. That's not what I wanted. Alright, so from there I need stone. Crack stone brick monster egg. Say what? Stone brick. What is the stone brick monster egg? Let us investigate. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Probably because I'm in creative. Anyway, stone. Let's see. Let's go with chiseled stone block. stone bricks. Alright, so that said, the well was 6 spaces from the keep. It is still. Wall to keep. So about 8 spaces from here should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should be the start of our wall, which, as you can see, is going to make this a pretty substantial build. Hey, Wendell, how's it going? So now all we got to do is just finish the perimeter. Oh, you're at the dentist and you're watching me? Wow, you, I don't know what to say to that. Why would you be watching me at the dentist? They've got all that stimulating. Well, I plan on streaming most of the day. Probably this particular Minecraft. This mine. Gah, already? Probably this particular. Okay. Probably this particular Minecraft build I will be doing most of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, go back to... I think the unfortunate part is I'm going to have to build in all of that. I mean, to quote Super Chicken, I knew the job was dangerous when I took it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, now if I've done my math correctly, which I probably haven't, and if the wall's a little bigger, that's fine, because the wall actually is just kind of like the outer perimeter bit of this, so needs to be 8 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Sorry, tree. You gotta go. Permit came in. You're not like that special tree in Georgia that owns its own property. This is my land, and I can take it from you. I am the master of all I survey. Mwahaha. Alright, so there. Boop boo doo doo boop boo. So yeah, this is probably going to be one of those builds. I didn't even realize my potion of night vision had run out. That's fine. I don't really need the night vision. Who am I kidding? I'm terrified of the dark. Alright. Let's go to the edge of the house here. Technically the well is supposed to be inside, so the wall tends to be a little, it's not symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Boop. But what that means is I'm going to have to make a lava pool to, whoops. I'm going to need to make a lava pool to go with this. I should have counted from the well to the wall. I don't think it was that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tell you what, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because, I mean, that's a big well. In my original build, the well is not even, it's like half that size. So, but that was me trying to expand on it. You know what? Whatever. It's my well. I can do what I want to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there. Now this is the outer perimeter. And don't worry. I mean, I know you're not worried. Nobody's worried. We're all fine here. Nothing to see here. Just, you know, woman floating in midair, constructing a wall with my amazing superpowers. Perhaps you've heard of them. It's the ability to create objects from nothing. Matter manipulation, if you will. Yes, yes, I know. It's amazing. Nobody else has ever heard of this power either. I have an entire swarm of nano guys at my beck and call, doing as I say. Fear me. Come on. I'm probably not going to be in any condition to play keyboard and mouse Lucio and Zenyatta for the practice later tonight at 10 p.m. I downloaded a bunch of new games on my Xbox One. Murder, or Murderer, I think it is, where you're a ghost and you try and solve your own murder. I've been looking forward to playing that one, so I might stream that. I've got so many games to stream that a lot of them are single player. I mean, but a lot of them are single player, so it's like, all right. So that is the basis for the wall. Now, how long? The wall is 4 wide. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, 4. And basically this is so that people can patrol the perimeter of the tower. I'm sorry, of the keep. So what you'll see here, I mean, you'll see people who build like really impressive Moat and Bailey style castles, circular castles. I even saw somebody who created a working windmill, which I am really interested in, and I will probably try and make one of those myself. I made a clock. It didn't really work. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I made a lighthouse, but I didn't keep that build. It didn't work nearly as well as I wanted because you had to use mine carts to. Come on. You had to use a minecart to get it to do what you needed, and the minecart was just super fast and noisy. Like all the shuttering and stuff, just ugh. I wanted to try and figure out how to make a waving flag too, but yeah, there's only so much knowledge that I've got. But luckily, that's why we have the internet, because somebody who is a lot smarter than me has figured out how to do stuff like that. One, two, three, four, four. One, two. Don't want to put any Trump paraphernalia in my world. Gotta destroy the evidence. And if you didn't catch that reference, good on you. You're smarter than half the people who voted in this election this year. I'm not saying that Trump won't do a bad job, but I specifically voted against his vice president because the thought of that man and his conversion therapy and, all the other shit, because, I I've been a Hoosier for 20 years almost. I don't particularly like the fact that I'm from Indiana at all, but the simple fact that I'm from Indiana, I got to see firsthand what Pence's policies were doing for, um, I mean, gay and lesbian and transsexual people. One, two, three. So, one, I don't like discrimination against anybody. I, I don't understand in this day and age why we have to discriminate against anybody. I don't know why we have to be mean, why we have to be insultive. I mean, perhaps it's just naivete thinking that since we are in, such a modern age, we are able to go to the moon pretty much whenever we want. We're able to drink a potion, a night potion. Um, we're able to do so much, and yet we have people who would throw us back, into the 60s when, or not even that, like, who knows when, how far back. And now, I'm not saying anything against religion. I'm not. I am actually relatively religious myself. I, um, I am an Odinist, and then, I worship the god of knowledge, Odin, for the Norse mythology. I went through a number of years where I flat out refused that there was a religion, just period. Like, you were just a brainwashed savage, like those of the people in um, Scientology. You were just part of some cult. And, eventually I made the change where I did research and I found what spiritually worked best for me. And to me, since I love knowledge, I love sharing ideas, I'm very much a futurist. And I find it kind of ironic that even though I'm a futurist, I'm worshiping an ancient religion, you know, where supposedly through this religion, I was born from a shrub. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. So I know my religious experiences are going to be different from everybody else, but I don't see why in this day and age we need anybody passing any laws for any religion. I mean, flat out, it says separation of church and state in the Constitution, Bill of Rights, but, most of our founding fathers thought that, religious freedom should be just that, freedom of religion. You get to choose what you worship, how you worship, and you don't get anybody to tell you, you know, what you are worshiping, how you're worshiping, as long as it's not a disruptive influence on the world as we see it. And, I had quite a few coworkers at my work um, who bought into the Syrian refugee fear that um, the Syrians were coming over here, they were all terrorists, and they were all going to kill us. But I don't believe that. I don't believe everybody wants to kill everybody. Now, inherently, I don't believe humans are good. we're always tempted to do evil. That's just flat out the way I feel. But even though we are tempted to do evil, many of us choose to do the right thing. We choose to act altruistically, like my stream for Extra Life. I didn't have to do that. I chose to. All right, so that is the outer wall completed. Let me break out. So I mean, but I specifically voted against Trump, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a Bernie supporter. I was righteously furious when Bernie ran a clean campaign and the DNC basically fucked him and fucked him hard. But when Bernie said to get behind Hillary, you know, I supported her in most regards, but I still ended up voting third party because to me, third party was the way it needed to be. I thought it was, oh man, now I gotta read, now I gotta undo all this. Ah, crap. All right, quit your belly aching, Jan. Just get to it. Um, so I mean, for the most part, while I didn't agree with the Clinton party line or the stuff she said, you know, I was behind the fact that she was not Trump. And, I did she do some bad things? Probably, but what politician hasn't? So, you know, I think that's the way politics go is if you're doing it correctly, you're going to have a nasty taste in your mouth when you're done. And, I don't like the fact that that seems to be the case. That the only way anything seems to get done is through combative arguments. I don't want to quote a fictional character, but the Black Panther's father was like, two people can get more done unless you need to move a piano. But I agree. I think people can settle their differences, and the government should do what we can't for, the citizens. Obviously, I don't want just everybody protecting themselves because that then leads to the might makes right. So we need a police force. We need some form of government because I don't expect people to accurately fix their roads because let's be honest here. Um, who's really going to do that? So we need the government. Whoops. So we need the government to repair the. I don't know why I saved that. I don't need that. It's like halfway through the darn build. Um, Same with that wall. Why did I leave that wall? Well, at least now I can fix that. So I mean, I'm very much. I believe that individuals should be able to work out their differences. But in this day and age, I also realize there's a lot of things citizens cannot do. Citizens cannot protect themselves from a nuclear bomb. Citizens cannot protect themselves from, alien invasions or foreign power invasion. Yeah, we can fight a guerrilla warfare, but I'm sorry to all the, good old boy NRA folks, there is not enough of you, and you sure as hell do not have enough training to stop, Russia during Cold War hostilities. You sure as hell don't have enough to stop China if they go through and they have hostilities towards us, or hell, even France. And if the Israelis attack for whatever frickin' reason, they're some of the best trained military forces on the planet. What do you, average Joe white person who is a gun nut, plan to accomplish? Because I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear your idea on how to keep me, Jane Doe, that's not really my name, um, obviously. How do you plan to keep me safe in the case of a catastrophic invasion of, you know, forces I can't handle? So, you know, where's the bottom line? I don't know. Where do we cut it off when citizens can do what the government can't? I don't know. I I don't have answers for that. I'm just a single person. But I like to think if you give me enough time, I could probably figure it out. I like to think I'm intelligent. I also like to think that I can talk and compromise. And I think that's where a big problem in our American politics has gone. We are so afraid of compromising for the greater good that we no longer can. So, you know, when when you as a nation can no longer compromise with yourself because for whatever reason, time to go back to the drawing board. Time to figure out where you went wrong and fix that. Because the one thing we should be able to agree on is what is best for our nation. And I mean, not like, you know, foreign investments and stuff like that. Obviously, what's good for our nation, in theory, should be good for a bunch of other nations. You know, ratifying treaties, protecting the environment, planning for the future, space initiatives. There's a lot of stuff we as a government and honestly as a people should be working on, but we're not for various reasons. All right, now to fill in the gaps, so to speak. Howdy, Kitty. How's it going? You probably are not going to miss my political rant I just did. So, man, really? Granite. All right, there we go. Hmm. So anyway, back to the important matter at hand, this build. So once I get the basic frameworks of the keep done, then I'm going to need to start working on the wall and some of the other fun-filled surprises. Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm, just kicking myself for not knowing how to place dirt blocks, apparently. The real trick is going to be digging down the 24 blocks I need to ensure the dungeon, that's right, this place is going to have a dungeon for the invading team, I still got to figure out the rules of this game because I want to set it up so that if someone comes in and you beat them, like you kill them, uh, I'm in America. When you beat them, they are imprisoned in the dungeon, and thereby you've managed to take a player out of the game. Or, kind of like in dodgeball, where you hit somebody with a dodgeball and they're out. Maybe, maybe they have a mod that allows you to hit somebody with a ender pearl, and it allows them to be transported. Because that would be ideal. Because I mean, oh, I have quite a few people that I know in the Netherlands. What part of the Netherlands are you hailing from? Come back over here and finish this portion. I don't know why I just didn't save that because I need it, but whatever. Alright, no. You I don't need. But yeah, so that's one of the ideas. So a 3v3 or 4v4 where four defenders, four attackers, and if you can, we would get rid of one of the attackers. So then, it becomes 3v4. Yeah, 3v4, 2v. Whoop, wrong button. I'm not gonna lie, Kita, I do not know where that is. Typical American. I know countries vaguely. It's been a long time since I've been over in Europe. Actually, at this point, 31 years. Um, so, how close to the capital would that be? A couple hundred miles, maybe? I say that because, I have no clue how big the Netherlands really are. When you grow up in the American Southwest, distance kind of has a different meaning for you. I mean, it was 2.5 hours to church every Sunday, so, or not even every Sunday, just, you know, on Sundays when we decided to go. We tended to make it a family trip because, I mean, otherwise you're wasting 5 hours of your day to go to church, 2 hours and a half, 2.5 hours there, church for, whatever, 2.5 hours back. No, that was pretty silly. So, so when you grow up with that, oh, okay. What's the weather like today over in Cleveland? I want to say that. It's probably pronounced wrong. Um, but yeah, try growing up when it's like, oh, you want to go to the mall? 3-hour trip. So you better plan your clothing shop. There's a creeper in here. Oh my God, creepers! There's a creeper. Sorry. So you better, oops, better plan your school clothing shopping trip correctly, otherwise it's not going to get done. I kind of miss living out in the Southwest because, lots of rain and clouds. Yeah, sounds like a perfect day to take a nap or watch me build in Minecraft. You know, whichever.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the follow. I'll try not to disappoint. Let's see, it's 10 my time. You're 6 hours ahead, so that's late afternoon. Almost time for dinner, right? Creeper. All right, if you're going to stand there, I'm going to keep hitting you. It's not like you're going to blow up. Come on. Oops. There. You made me do it. I didn't want to. It was self-defense. Premeditated bombing. Oh, wait. Shift is crouch. I've learned something important today. And something I'm also thinking, because I'm kind of building up on a hill here, I may not actually have to dig terribly far down to get that 24 blocks I was thinking of. Because everything here is kind of hollow, so to speak. Thank you. The female foxhead is DigiJan, my digital avatar, based on a Zootopia character I wanted to play. Um, Unfortunately, doesn't have the exact coloring. She's supposed to be Fennec Fox brown, and you know, but I'll take what I got. I have a buddy, Bunny Shade. She's actually the one who showed me this program. Stupid flower. And she uses a lot of them, but the funniest one that she uses is a hamburger face. And just to see the hamburger talking when you're having conversations with her, pretty funny. I know she streams much later in the day, so she would stream, I want to say like 2 o'clock my time, which is about, I can't do math. I've been up for way too many hours at this point. Just think about what I was going to be doing today. Um, but in about 4 to 5 hours, she should start streaming. She's been doing Resident Evil. She has a much more stable schedule than me, since right now I'm on vacation. Um, I am just kind of filling in the time and trying to grow a basis. Oh, I got the hiccups, which may not be stupid flower. You go squash. Which, may not give me the best times, but I'm at least fairly dependable in the evenings. If you like Overwatch, I tend to stream that as a healer type. Sundays tend to be mostly Minecraft, a little bit of writing. Okay, so 4 o'clock. Yeah, I use world time, so the 24-hour clock does not startle me. It startles my coworkers because they'll look at my clock and be like, Jan, why is your clock say it's 15 blah blah blah? Because it's 3:30. What does yours say? I also tend to put days first. I don't know. Do you have a favorite character in Overwatch? Please don't say Hanzo. I'm kidding. You can like Hanzo. I'm just not a very good sniper. I play support. It's a slower paced. Goodbye, flower. Slower pace, so I don't have to constantly on the move, clicking and doing stuff. I mean, I gotta be on the move, but I don't have to be constantly doing. I don't have to constantly be trying to kill people. I don't know. I don't really like killing people. I'd much rather spend time healing them, educating them. That's why I play a healer. Or I play Diva, and I just play to win, as she says. Creeper, no, Creeper, you've tracked mud all over my floors. How could you? Alright. So... Spider? Creeper, you're too tall. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Move. Oh, I know. Creepers. Gah, thank you. Then you'd probably like some of my older videos. I have quite a few Overwatch videos that I've done. Some of them are fun, some of them are quite painful to watch. Alright, so let's see. Where... Alright, so... let's make this the path down to the dungeon. And grab that, grab that. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yep, I think that should be good. It's alright. Whoops. There we go. Alright, and then we'll have our landing here. And that should, in theory... Oops. 5. There we go. Alright, now if I'm doing this correctly... Yes, okay. So when I make staircases, I like them to be kind of, for lack of better terms, big, majestic. Actually, this is going to be below the house, so being that it's dungeony, brick, let's get some, no, not that. Give me this one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so, no, zombie, you were safe down there. Why did you lie? Oh well, whatever. It's not like I care. You're just a zombie. I mean, they only love you for your brains, right? That's right, I went there. Gonna have to go out another. Alright, so if I do this, right? Is that. Alright. Alright. Let's come out one more. My OCD is kicking in. Um, so the type of music I listen to, it varies. I will listen to like Rammstein or Celine Dion. It just really depends on the particulars of my mood at the time. I don't tend to put music on here in the game because one, I have a relatively quiet voice, so I don't want to have to constantly be talking over music. And two, when I stream to um, YouTube, it can be um, edited out basically because people will put a copyright claim against it, which makes sense. It's their music. Um, Actually, as a person who's following me, once you get enough once you get enough points, you are able to request your own songs in the chat just by doing here. I'll type in the command. So if you do song request YouTube URL, it takes you to it allows you to put in a song. But I don't think currently you have enough points. Let's see. Yep, right now you have 16 points. I may change the cost. All right, I went ahead and updated the cost. It's now 20 points, which you have 16, so you're almost ready to subscribe and listen to music, i.e., play whatever you want. But, if you're asking like my favorite bands or stuff like that, my favorite band is KMFDM. Not a lot of people have heard of them, so I will not be terribly shocked when you're like, who? I'm kind of used to that because I mean, let's be honest, it's not like they're famous or anything. Spoilers, they aren't. Um, all right, so if I'm doing this correctly now, all right, do 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 do, all right, da da da, yep, all right, perfect. Oops, wrong one. Have you ever listened to Nine Inch Nails? KMFDM is very similar in music to early Nine Inch Nails because they are the same type of music. They're industrial music. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rammstein? Kidney Thieves? Any of them? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So at this point, I should probably also start putting in torches. Boop, 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 boop. What type of music do you listen to? I mean, I listen to techno too, so like DJ Testio and Scooter and Daft Punk, DJ George Acosta, you know. So that first one I've not heard, but Panic at the Disco I have, Korn, obviously Disturbed, Black Veil Brides sounds familiar. So you are probably into more metal than industrial. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not a huge Korn fan, but I do appreciate um, some of their songs. Just like I appreciate some of the songs done by um, pew, pew. All right, land, do do do, go down. Yep. All right, perfect. It's not even. It's very subtle right there. Man, I'm trying to think what other songs. Wendell, how's it going? I see you survived the dentist. Was it harrowing? Did he drill you for a lot of information? Dental humor. Yeah, I've never heard of Royal Blood or Arctic Monkeys. Now you're making me feel old. I mean, older than normal. Who, me? No, right now I'm on vacation, Wendell. So I can do whatever I want. Within reason, obviously. Come on. Like flying. Obviously, I can't fly. I remember having braces. Braces suck. Yeah, I know Nirvana. I was uh I was not part of the grunge scene when it came out. Yeah, I'm at home, vacationing. It was one of those things where they're like, Jan, you have almost 300 hours of PTO. Fly. So make use of your PTO. So I was like, okay. And, here I am, making use of my PTO, building a dungeon under a house. Oops. I mean, what else would you do with your time off? um, that's not the way I work, Wendell. I don't. There's a reason they told me to take time off, that I had to use it or lose it. I don't take vacation. I'm not one of those people. So when I am vacationing, I'm still working. I could be working on my writing. I'm not, since I'm still waiting on people to get back to me on an early draft of my third book. So until then, you know, I'm reaching out to my audience. You weren't born yet when Nirvana came out? That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So, boop, 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 boop. need that one. There we go. Don't need that. Give me an iron. Okay, give me a plate. That would require me to really want to go out and socialize with people. I'm not that type. I mean, I'm a writer and a programmer. This is what I do for fun. I come home, I get on my computer, I play video games, I write, I stream what I'm doing, because it's my hope to eventually. There we go. Perfect. To eventually turn this into a job. Just, doing what I'm doing here, sitting here talking to you guys. Well, don't jump up there, spider. Turn this into a job, something I like, something that's, going to be fun, and, go from there. That's at least that's the idea. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, what actually happens? Wait, you were born in 2000? That means, well, you're 16 years old now. You poor child. You've missed all the good stuff. Um, I don't really drink much. The last time I went drinking with a girlfriend, it did not end well. Spawn Vindicator. Wonder what that is. We went drinking. Boop, boop, boop. There's a spider. It's looking at me. There we go. That doesn't work with the ambiance. There we go. I don't know. What do you guys think? Good dungeon? Bad dungeon? You definitely don't want to be coming down here, right? I mean, on the weekend I get together with people and play D&D. So, does that count as going out? Does that count as doing doing stuff? I like to think it does. I could be building the keep proper itself, but I really want to get the dungeon done. I mean, I am socializing. I'm talking to you guys. Granted, you guys are many, many. Oops. Why did I? Why did that happen? Granted, you're, like I said, many years younger, but, I'm still socializing. I mean, I'll take a break here probably in the next hour or so. Go to Panera and grab food. I'm not completely insane, just mostly. You have to kind of be a little insane to be a writer. What are you writing? My third novel deals with time travel and the repercussions of Altering Reality. Hence its clever title, Altered Reality. You might be a little young. You could try Rachel, though. Rachel's, I think, wait, well, aren't both of you 14? Oh, what do you write? I'm always interested in hearing from other writers. Give me back the wall. Soldier. She pops into my channels occasionally. Please tell me you've heard of her. Plays a soldier. Shocking, I know. Put down a plate there. Perfect. Oh, the one we were playing Salem Town with? Yeah, I suppose. Okay. I would love to hear one of your poems. Or, in this case, read one of your poems. Come on. There we go. All right. Another plate there. And a steel door. Okay. I think you need to say Harambe was near. All right, now I need a button. Button, button. Who's got a button? Why don't we have... Okay, good. I feel a little claustrophobic right now. Yes, I have a butt, as do many people who are, biologically sound. So you were just there to tighten your braces, Wendell? How long have you had them on? Well, that's, I suppose, true. I mean, it's perhaps not my most flattering feature. I like to think my legs are awesome. Very nice, Kita. Very nice. The practice game didn't probably go as well as it could have. We were supposed to be doing a skirmish tonight, so we'll see how well that goes. I probably should have checked when I signed up when the tournament was. I like Akita. You wrote that one yourself? Oh, speaking of practice. Okay, nobody over there. It's very nice. Very, very poignant. Because you're right, there is a lot of warriors who do die for our country every day. Anybody's country. Actually, going back to my political rant about invading armies and, stuff. Um, iron. All right. Boop, boop. Oh, no problem. I have the stream on a delay, so it tends to throw a lot of people off. Um, yeah, I have mods for Minecraft. I was actually, for a while, I was playing Pixelmon. Oops. You guys didn't see that. You totally didn't see me snafu there. Do, do, do. This is the point where I wish I had somebody else on this build, but I spent all day yesterday trying to get the Minecraft server working, and I can't figure out how to get my ports open. So, in the meantime, I will soldier on. Where are you going now? I just realized everybody in my stream today, none of you are in America, since Kizo's in Germany, Wendell's in Portugal, and Kita is in the Netherlands. It's also probably because since I'm streaming early morning here in America, it's late afternoon for most of you guys, making it easier for you to come over and watch. Am I brilliant or what? Alrighty. Oops. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba ba. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba. So how did the 3-on-3 go, Kizo? Oh, dang it. I saw a bunch of people using Sombra already in um, competition, so that should be really interesting for the meta going forward. She seems really, honestly, she seems incredibly powerful right now in comp since her EMP blocks everybody's alts, which, great, because I mean, that's what needs to happen, but still, um, to be on the receiving end of that is really tough. Um, plate. Give me back my heavy plate. Oops. 2. There you go, Jan. Get everywhere around it. She's overpowered. If people react to her, she's no threat at all. To be honest, I never, I never really used the health packs. So, pardon me. Um, so to me, her hacking the health pack, not a huge detriment. As a healer, I usually do not live long enough to really make use of that. Have you ever thought about getting your poems published? I know quite a few people who would pay decent money for good poems. See you, Wendell. I think that's much improved on my last jail. Anime Animino. Don't think I've heard that app. I should probably publish more on my blog, but after my first year of blogging, I realized blogging's tough. I'd much rather just do stuff that's fun. Write, play video games, chat with friends, even though, as pointed out by Wendell, I don't have much in the way of friends. Makes me cry. Put a bed in here. Didn't realize I had so much stuff. Cold. Yep. Grab a cauldron, put it here. Water. Alright. So, that said, let's switch out you for a bed. Throw the bed down as soon as I figure out which button it is. 6. Throw the bed here. Come over here. Get you guys some water. 7. Cauldron. There we go. And then torches. Oh, Twitter? I was never much of a Twitterer. There we go. Put the door back. What do you guys think? It's not a terrible prison, right? Got a bed, got a sink, got a toilet. Boop, boop. No, my night vision that I need. Alright, so that was 1 in. There we go. Right. So you come, boop. You come in 1. It's a good thing I'm in creative because I don't need all this. Give me that back. Boop. Yeah, the trick is going to be how to figure out that the attackers go here after being killed or being captured. Like, how am I going to enforce that in the gameplay? Because the entire purpose of this is so that you can change the odds from 4v4 or 3v3 down to 3v2, basically. My dungeon's off-centered. That bugs me. Alright, so 2 across. Boop, boop, boop. No, I'm trapped in. One, two, right? One, two, three, one, two. Oh, yep, three. You actually get points for being inside the chat. So right now you're up to 29. So you could, if you wanted to, request a song using the song request feature. For commands, just type exclamation point help. And technically, Kizo has quite a few points as well. Oh yeah, Kizo, I changed the limit, so the cost is now 20, not 50. I mean, I know you don't really particularly care as my mod, but you're my mod. All right, so I need to throw down. You need to be right there, right? And then throw the door. Oh, apparently I'm going to need to request more cauldrons. Oh yeah, I added in sound effects, Kizo. Bunnies only works for bunny, obviously. Um, sorry. Two, one. If you want a specific one, I'll make you one or find you one. Just let me know. Right? Oh, right. Yep, like that. Oh my God, you guys terrified me. Like I did not even realize. I mean, I should. You've got moderator rights. You can come into my chat. But Jesus, like I jumped at least a foot in the air. Wrong button. Right now, the only thing you can spend Denarii on is the songs. Yeah, I kind of figured you like scaring people. I mean, we did play Dead by Daylight together, and you terrified me and Bunny in that. I used to work with a coworker we called the Ninja because he was just that. He would stand behind you, and you would never see him or hear him. And then, you'd turn around and he was just standing there smiling. You're like, Jesus, don't do that, buddy. Naturally, his favorite animal, jaguar. I don't know if jaguars are particularly known for their stealth, but, he was a huge fan of those. We're off to a good start. I like rocking bass. far back did I make this? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And it's 1, 2, 3. Eh. 1, 2, 3. Really, Kizo? You trying to scare me? 1, 2, 3. Right. 1. I gotta say, I like this song. I like that guitar. Oops. So what you're saying is you're trying out to be the new James Bond? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I am very much a fan of this music already. They kind of remind me of a young Union Underground. There we go. Put a bed. Now, my only hope is that they are down far enough that it's not going to interrupt with the defender beds. I need quite a few you, so... Oh, really? Really, Kizo? Really? Yeah, I'm gonna have to write that down. 1,000-foot crunch. Oh my god. There's nothing in them except for consciousness or reason. Ultimate theme song is too long. I mean, you can update that, I think, Kizo. I think you've got permission. There we go. Song soundtrack. As in, like, I mean, boop. Don't really want monsters spawning down here. Not if the idea is that the players are going to eventually try and rescue them. Alright. 2 more, and then we'll call it quits down here in the dungeon for the moment. Because there's going to be 1 dungeon. Alright, so... I think this is going to work. Alright, put that back there. Put you there. Put you there. I'm sorry, Kita, I was looking at the screen. Yes, I know what anime is. Um, Depending on which animes you're referring to, though, I'm kind of behind the curve. And as Kizo can probably tell you, I'm a little jaded when it comes to a lot of anime. You know, based on the fact that I'm somewhat, quote unquote, old and, you know, set in my. What happened to my iron? Iron. Um, there. Set in my old ways. Oop, too far. Boop, boop. The Witness. Come on. There we go. Oh, there goes my night vision. My favorite is probably Armitage the Third, Polymatrix, dubbed over with Keith Sutherland and Elizabeth Berkley. Mostly because, you know, I like the existentialist of this anime. Let's see, it needs to be 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2. Another favorite of mine is Revolutionary Girl Utena. I'm big on that one, but I'm also a fan of the Ranma One Half series and Yu Yu Hakusho. Actually, I'm a big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho. Why? What's one of your favorites? All right. Do you want me to up the time to 6 minutes, Kizo? Would that make it easier for you? I only picked the arbitrary 5 because I was like, no one's going to want to do more than a 5 minute song. Kids don't have an attention span these days. They're not listening to Anagata Davida and its 17-minute runtime. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, back. Bop, 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 bop. I mean, I don't really pay attention. Like, the only artist on YouTube I pay attention to is Pelik. Yeah, I figured most people didn't have the attention span for long videos anymore. I mean, I've got no problem doing 7 minutes. Okay. Whoops. Wrong corner. There we go. Give me back my bed. Don't want people getting out of the gel. They might be longer than 5 minutes. It's been a while since I've actually sat down to listen to Pelik or Smooth McGroove. Not that I listen to Smooth McGroove very often, but, you know, I do know that he does a lot of stuff on the interwebs, on the YouTubes, if you will. Let's see. All right, so whoops. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then I will need to earmark that other one. One, two, three. What do I see? So what's on your agenda for today, Keelik? More Overwatching? More 3v3 stuff? Right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Did I say Keelik? I meant Kizo. I'm just gonna randomly throw out names. Maybe eventually I'll get you. I don't know. I've been up since 3 a.m. It's one of those days I couldn't sleep, feeling productive or feeling unproductive after yesterday. So I was like, I'm gonna get up and do stuff. And I just ended up vegging for like 2 hours watching Netflix. the bed back. Alright. Oh, whoops. Torches. This room needs torches. Alright, there we go. Give me that back. Alright. Um, F. Alright. There. That is the one I need to come back. Oops. F. Alright. So there we go. Now that. Oh, did I seriously? Alright. Put the put the button up. Click the button. There we go. Alright. Oh. The underground preparation takes so much work. Hey Kita, how's it going? Again. Alright. I need stairs. We'll go with birch stairs here. Door. Birch door. Birch. Or maybe I can just type in light. Like, okay, nope, not exactly what I was thinking. Glowstone. Alright, where's my potion of night? Alright. Two fifths and bottles here. Alright, so in this particular case, this is going to be the library. So, because you kind of want the library. So, Kita, I do know Read or Die, but in my opinion, 90s was not old anime to me. It was right around the good time of anime. For me, the older anime would be like Gigantor, Astro Boy, the original Astro Boy. I gotta specify. Um, and then and stuff like that. So for me, like I I as a American was exposed to anime on a military base growing up, actually in Kizo's country in Stuttgart, Germany. Obviously, Stuttgart is not Kizo's country, but it's a country where Kizo lives. Um, boop, boop, boop. Those those planks look different. Is that because the torch? Read or Die was a good anime. I liked Read or Die. Um, I was also a very big fan of. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's just the Um, oh, what was the other one that came out about the same time? Uh, Honestly, I'm a huge fan of um, Hellsing and Cowboy Bebop as well. I thought Cowboy Bebop and Hellsing were done very well. Trigun, I wished was a little bit more like the anime, but we can't always get what we want, as they say. Boop, boop. Of course, in building this is structurally unsound because I'm so far underground and now I'm putting wood under fire or under a place where there might be magical fire. What would the elders think? I'll tell you what they'll think. They'll think that this woman is a genius or crazy. One of the other. Well, I'm building down Kizo because it's not going to be just the library. It's also going to be where I make the alchemical station, and that should be deep enough. Poco no Pico. Offhand, that does not sound familiar. All right. I think that's deep enough. What do you guys think? Glowstone, glowstone, glowstone. Do, 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 wop. Boop, boop, boop. Well, now you've piqued curiosity. What is it at the very least about? Ah, that's fine. I have friends in Peru who they are not the best when it comes to English. All right. Now, if I recall correctly, for a library to be of sufficient power, it needs to be so thick with books. For now, put that there. Whoops. I don't like how claustrophobic that feels. So let's do this. Let's take one step down, and then we will go back. This should, in theory, I don't think I need. Yeah, sure, why not? It's a library after all. Oh, yeah, then I'm probably not going to watch that. I've little interest in um, those particular matters. Um, Birch. Boop, boop. No, alright, well, night vision's giving out, so let's see how this place looks. Not bad. Got a decent amount of light. Give me back that door. Everybody on the floor, go ahead and walk some dinosaurs. Put that there. There we go. In theory, alright. Sign. Oops. There we go. Study of magic. Bam. There we go. Right next to the dungeon. Wow, it's gloomy in here. I think that's perfect. Too bright. Do not feed. There we go. Dungeon. Do not feed hostages. You couldn't sleep for 3 weeks after you saw the first 3 seconds of that episode? That definitely sounds like an anime I want no part of. Don't dead open inside instead of dungeon? Oh, I see what you're saying, Kizo. There you go. Um, no, I caught the reference. Walking Dead, right? Caution. Potion. Chamber. Get in there. Just because I haven't watched the latest season of Walking Dead doesn't mean I haven't watched it. I find that tedious. I remember a fan theory that I really liked about the Walking Dead, where the reason no zombies have bothered Rick is because Rick himself is undead. And I was like, that's pretty cool, but no, I'm not gonna go with that. We want a brightly lit chamber here, people. This is where we test our aperture science. Oh, that's what I should name it. The Aperture Science Potion Lab. Aperture Science. Aperture? Nope. Aperture Science. Oh, now I'm doubting myself. How do you spell aperture? To Google. Aperture Science. Aperture Science. SCIE. There. Aperture Science Potion Test Chamber. Oh, what are you cooking for dinner? Is it going to be good? It's going to be yummy? What do they eat over in Amsterdam? Or Flozen? Is that how you pronounce that? Am I getting anywhere close? Aperture means like an opening and closing of a lens. So like a camera lens. I assume you've played Portal, right? Because if not, you know, I'm going to have to talk to Bunny about your education on video games. Oops. Alright, I think this is a fairly decent sized station. Why are you disappointed in Bunny? What has she done? Or should it be, what hasn't she done? I mean, it would have been nice to, hang out with you guys, but our schedules were conflicting yesterday, so not terribly shocked about that. Boop, boop, boop. Doot, doot. Alright, there we go. Do I still... Yes, I have a cauldron. Alright, let's throw down a cauldron here and a cauldron there. Water, water. Don't take away my birch, darn it. Well, we didn't really like do a whole lot of practicing like I was expecting. Um, I mean, we practiced, but it wasn't as a team or a unit, so I only know how a couple of the players play, and you know, I think if you're going to be a team kind of like you, say we should probably sit together and work on stuff. Work on how. Um, no, I want that. Actually, you know what? I don't need that one. Um, so it's one of those things where I think um, stand, brewing stand. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Right, and then we'll do this here, where I will put chest. Pure darkness sounds like heaven to me. I often complain at work when they would turn on the lights when there wasn't any need to. It's like, come on, guys. We have windows in our office. What do we need lights for? Often they didn't appreciate that. I can't put. Oh, that's stupid. All right, fine. Boop boop and boop 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 boop. Doop. Since this is just the build, I'm not going to bother populating these things. You know, half the game should be part of the setup. At least I think so. I can hear spider. About the only thing that's bad about darkness, at least in this game, is that it triggers mobs to spawn. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with it. Plate. All right. Boop. All right. Let's get a little bit more light in here. Boop boop. Boop boop. There we go. Up. Sorry. Need just a little bit more. All right. Creepers, what are you doing in my house? I thought we've had this discussion. You stay out. Oh, door. Let's see. Door. What do we want? Something relatively. I think this one. What do you think? I think that is perfect. Oh my god. Sorry, didn't mean for that to be so loud. Next, I gotta build the wall. Oh man, that's gonna take forever. Especially since I gotta put in the redstone for it. Sandstone. No, I was using smooth, wasn't I? Wrong button, Jan. There we go. Yep, okay. Nope. Price is still the same. Oh, that's interesting. Um, basically, You have a certain amount of currency you get every. Oh, what is it? Currency system. Let's see. So you get a. So you get 1 point every 5 minutes you're in the chat. So here in about 6 or so minutes, you could try again and see what you got. We will make this here the front. Boop, boop. There we go. You know what? No, I want glass. We're getting fancy up in here. Look at that. What do you think, Kizo? Would you live here? Well, no. Every time you request a song, the amount of points you have gets used. So you only get a certain amount every couple minutes. You get more if you become like a subscriber or you follow or you host and stuff like that. It was my incentive to get people interested in my stream. One of the things, and I need to meet up with Bunny because she said she thought she had the rock, paper, scissors working because I tried it and it didn't work for me. But Bunny's been using Onkbot a lot longer than I have, so she might have figured it out where I did not. I might have to make a special edition just for the redstone work I'm going to have to do on this build because I got to do. I mean, I don't have to do a redstone build. Whoops. But in theory, it would let me get all of the basic work done and then come in and do some of the other stuff. No, I actually do not know any Dutch. The other language I speak is German, and I'm sure it's probably not very good since I've not had anybody really to speak German with for a few years. My former boss at my company, he is from someplace just outside of Amsterdam. Um, so he actually is very fluent in Dutch. So he would say, Dutch words all the time. But as to what they meant, couldn't tell you. He also spoke German, and he had a pretty much flawless English accent too. So very much a Renaissance man when it comes to languages. All right, so basic build there done. Ugh, dang it. At this point, I don't really remember. He only ever spoke Dutch to his mom, and very rarely would he take a call in the office. So, um, but he'd occasionally start off things with like, Wie geht es Ihnen, which I know is German. I don't know if the Dutch use it. Um, he once he was once singing a song in Dutch, I think. I mean, it sounded nothing like what I expected it to be, so it could have been Swahili for all I knew. It was just, for him, um, that was one of the things he did was he, I don't know, he didn't really speak Dutch. Stupid keyboard keeps moving on me. So, anybody seen any good movies lately? Anybody seen any bad movies lately? Um, well, there's always the typing exercise. The quick brown fox jumped over the slow, lazy dog. I've not heard of the movie Lights Out. I actually do not watch a lot of horror flicks. I don't have the stomach for it. Like, gore and violence just makes me cringe. Just like, oh, I, like if you've watched Luke Cage, the trailer where some dude punches him and he shatters like pretty much all the bones in his body. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing the Ghost in the Shell live action adaptation. One, because I love Ghost in the Shell, and two, because I love Shiro Masamune and I want to see more stuff by Shiro. So that's the only movie I'm really looking forward to besides Rogue One next month. I've already seen Doc Strange, so I'm not going to give spoilers for that. Spoilers, he wins. I know, how could I have done that? I'm a terrible person. Oh, this is killing my wrist. Now I remember why I always play on a controller. The repetitive clicking is really annoying. Sorry I got quiet. I'm trying to map out in my head what I want. Kind of the oh, that's why I wasn't moving back any further. The basic height and structure of the keep. That's fine. Basically, I was just using the typing exercise. All right, stairs. Let's go with, I don't need you anymore. I can try. So, Hi ho get hik ik bin Minecraft an het spelen. How badly did I just mess that up? I'm gonna guess probably quite a bit. One, two, three, four. Slab, because I don't need an iron door anymore. You can tell me. I can take it. Really? I'm kind of surprised I did pretty well at that. I've never spoke Dutch before, so mm, do, do, do. There we go. Um, Fence, birch. That should do it. All right. Wo ist ein what is it? Where's the train station? Gizo? Train? Die Cat Karbat die Krullen von der die Trap? Dare I ask what you just made me ask? Boop. All right. So if I'm doing that correctly, nope. Let's see. Chest, sign. Oops. Give me that back. There we go. The cat scratches the curls of the stairs. What are the curls of the stairs? Must be. Kizo, you're gonna hate me. There we go. So there's an English one called Sally Sells Seashells by the Seashore. Um, and of course, the one that everybody tries if they want to be a reporter is to say toy boat 5 times fast. Kizo, you left. How do you do that, by the way? So you get that red. Um, I'm gesturing with my hand, which doesn't make it onto the screen. Um, how you typed in leaves. Ah, okay. Because I've had a lot of people like typing in donate, $1 million and stuff like that. I'm like, how? How are you? How are they doing that? All right. So at that point, eh, all right. Let's go back to filling in. Let's go back to picking up my stone slab. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. And since whenever I go to check donations, I don't have any, it's just some person just messing with me. Yep, there you go. You got enough to request another song. All right. All right. I swear I've heard that dude's voice before somewhere. They just randomly spawn places. And it's not like they get injured by the sunlight, so it doesn't really injure them to stay out here. Oops. All right. Birch. You know, this reminds me of music you would hear at like a wrestling match. In my hand. Boop. All right. So, wait, what did I do? Oh, I made it out one more. That's fine. Whoop. Check my potion. Come back here. There we go. Got my banister. Boop. Boop boop. Ba 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 ba. All right. So that at least gives me a pretty decent framework of the building. And it's much, much bigger than the first keep build. And by much, I mean a lot, considering this is now easily double the other size. I'm just going to need to find... I don't know if I want to keep using the same lava pit, which is over there. It's really close to the scene. I think I'd much rather have a lava pit and dig from over here, somewhere where it's a little more hidden so the defenders couldn't see them jump into the lava pit. I don't know. I'll think about that. That's ultimately... I've got tons of ideas. I'm just not sure I'm technically skilled enough with Minecraft to do my ideas. I would love it if someone could jump in and be like, here's how you do this, here's how you do this. I mean, I could probably ask for it on Reddit. Dang it, quit that. All right. Carpet. Um, how do we feel about white carpet? I mean, it stands out. What do you guys think? White? White on off yellow here? Sorry, just checking my email, see if anybody has... Nope, nothing important. Kizo, second opinion? You like the white? Get back on there. I was saying, do you like the white against the yellow? See? What type of friend are you? Just sitting in my channel collecting points, not moderating the moderating stuff? Just kidding. I don't really need a whole lot of moderation. I drink in proportion. 1/5 my body weight every, 5 years or whatever. Or however much I drank a few months ago. It was a lot. It was like, that's true. You never did ask to be a mod, but I made you one anyways. I figured you were a dependable enough individual and you seemed relaxed enough. Well, it's not like you're causing trouble, Kita. I just know how Kizo is. He will lurk. So if you don't occasionally call him out, he just sits there and it's like, what? It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I know you, Kizo. I know your plans. Your diabolical plans. I wish they had like a half glass block or something because it would be really beneficial. Howdy, Agoon. It's nice to see you here. Ah, crap. That's exactly what I need. I want a random treasure chest right in the middle there. And how are you today? Um, Somewhere I'm going to need to figure out where to put the respawns for this. I guess in theory, make second floor where everybody respawns. I don't know what BB means. Be back? Probably. Don't be a blonde, Jan. I mean, you are, but still. Um, mm, so my initial idea is, we will flip a coin basically to determine who's going to be controlling the keep first. We may even do it like dodgeball where you be like, I choose, John, Barbara, and Suzanne to be on my team. Yeah, I dye my hair too. What color do you dye yours? Mine's red now. The hardest color in the world to keep in, apparently. And seriously, I wish they had a half block of glass. Actually, you know what I could do? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll do that. Alright, so alright. Come on. Work with me here, fingers. Alright, so that said, nice to see you there, spider. You know, make yourself comfortable. I'm going to kill you here in a second. Not really. Alright, glass. Since I want... I don't need you. And then I want you. Alright. So let's put clear glass. Oh, excellent. I I look forward to seeing you more often in my stream. Like I said earlier, I can't guarantee exactly when I'm going to be streaming when I come back from or when I'm off of vacation, but I'm hoping to make this an everyday thing where, you know, I just stream, where it is my job to provide a mediocre amount of entertainment to people, and I hope I am doing at least that little bit. No, give me back my block. Cursed fingers, why must you be against me? Boop. You know, I've had a YouTube channel for a number of years. I've never really done anything with it until I decided I was going to start streaming. At that point, you know, I started using it for my streams. And, you know, let me tell you, it's kind of fun. Come on. Do, 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 do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the beds up here on the second floor, and then I'm going to have the next bit up there be, oh yeah, I forgot, my beacon over there. That was Keep the Keep version 1 starting stand. Didn't like it, moved over here. Mm, so what did you used to do on YouTube, Kita? What type of videos? Unfortunately, the internet is filled with jerks, so, don't let that stop them. Oh, I've never done a video log. I probably should look into doing something like that. I'm thinking about uh, getting a GoPro and getting it for like when I go running or biking, but that's $200 to upload stuff that I don't know if. Oh, I think once I finish this floor, I'm gonna pause to give my fingers here a break because clicking this mouse is killing me. Um, but I've been thinking about getting a GoPro for when I go running and doing karate or Krav Maga, whatever. Because I got a lot of physical activities I like to do too, but usually only when it's warm outside. I'm kind of terrible about the cold. I'd love to go visit Norway and stuff, see the Northern Lights, but I want to do it in the summer when it's warm. Do 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 do. I kind of wish now that I thought about it that I turned off Enderman for this. I don't even know if you can because I don't want them just walking away with blocks from the construction. Since Enderman will just pick up blocks and arbitrarily teleport away, I think that would be really annoying to be in the middle of playing this and then an Enderman grabs a block and just runs. You should. You should do and also for your poetry, like vlog your poetry. All right. Let's let's throw down some carpet here. All right. So throw some stairs down. That'd be nice. And if you don't want people to see your face, you can do what I've got. I've got this face rig set up, so you can have the fox, or actually, tell you what. Let me. All right. So, oh right, that's where. Too overzealous. I dug too deep. I went too far. I may want to make that longer. Naturally, there's a creeper in the house. Why wouldn't there be? All right, I think. Oh, okay. Well, I know some people don't. I know. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I've got my digital avatar, so people don't see a picture of me. Because in theory, as a computer programmer, I don't want people to be like, "Oh, it's you. You're that YouTube." I mean, granted, they're going to recognize my voice if they pay attention to YouTube, which probably they don't. I don't know how many people actually pay attention to my YouTube, or what I'm doing on a given day. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not a whole lot. It's pretty much pitch black in here, which means I'm going to be spawning monsters like nobody's business. So I guess let me torch. Let's classy the place up a bit, and by that I mean throw up some gaudy torches until I can figure out where I'm going to be putting stuff. Really, Creeper? Really? You had to be in there? There. Your YouTube channel's name is Kit as Cat? Or is Kit a cat? Okay. Let's make sure there's no... I don't want creepers in the armory. It's the armory, dang it. Sorry, creeper. You're gonna have to die. Come on. You made me do a creeper. Speaking of creepers, alright. It didn't have to end this way. There could have been more of us. Alright. Placing arbitrary torches for now. I don't want any shadows where they can spawn here on the ground level. Alright. That should be bright enough, so no more creeper infantation. Now I guess let's go upstairs. There we go. Okay, apparently I can't place anything there. There. Nothing should be randomly spawning up here. And then I will go knock those out here on the next bit. But for now, it's alright, so I'm going to stop recording this. So let's go ahead and save and quit. Quick game. Alright, I'm going to take a break to give my hand um, some recovery from all that clicking. So I should probably be back in about an hour, give or take. Um, Thank you for joining the stream. Hope everybody had a good time, and I will be back later. Bye.